therapist, physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Short, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about, is TENS safe? Can everyone use it? We're going to talk about the warning and precautions. This is going to be a pretty dry video, Brad, but you know, for those of you who don't want to look it up, by the way, we'll have a printout of this also, so you can, you know, not listen to us if you don't want to. You can just go to our website and go to the PDF. There'll be a printout that accompanies this particular video. So you go to the Bob and Brad, you go to the program section and look for the TENS videos, and you'll find this one is TENS safe. Can everyone use it? Warnings, precautions, and it'll have this entire list that we're going over.
All right.
So TENS.
I just want to say before we get onto the list, I think Bob and I will agree. Through my experience, 95% of the people I've worked with are fine to use it.
Right.
There are a few things that, you know, that may apply to you, and if this is one of them, well, then you're not a candidate.
Yeah, believe me, they're trying to cover all their butts here, you know, with as far as by listing all the warnings and precautions, because most of these are not an issue with most people.
Right.
So it is safe for most people to use. They're usually not going to experience any side effects. Serious side effects are really rare. There are people that may be allergic to the adhesive pads,
Right.
and get mild skin irritation, but I've seen that with tape.
Right.
And then you have to switch to a hyperallergenic pad. The electrical impulses of the TENS unit, you know, causes like a buzzing and a tingling, a prickling sensation, and some people might find that uncomfortable.
Right.
And, you know, as Brad's going to start talking about the warnings now, why don't you jump in, Brad? I was going to jump ahead and mention one of them, but it's one of your first ones you're going to mention.
Consult with your physician.
Right.
And of course, that's something you probably expected us to say. And again, if you're using one and the pain does not improve, or you're not having positive effects from it, again, then consult back with your physician.
If your pain is continuing and not stopping, and you've never seen a physician about it, then you should see him or her.
Right. Do not apply stimulation or the pads over your neck. Okay.
We're trying to avoid the carotid arteries there.
Exactly.
You could
Yeah.
throw off your rhythm there.
Yep. And they talk about potential for muscles cramping, causing breathing issues. Do not apply stimulation across your chest because of cardiac potential problems. Do not apply stimulation over the open wounds. Basically, you're not going to put it over unhealthy skin. If you got a rash, open wounds, anything that's not clean, healthy skin, you're not going to use it. If you're elderly and you have frail skin, you're not a candidate as well. If you get easy skin tears, you're not a candidate.
Does it mention hair? Because generally you don't want to put it on. Real hair. You want to.
It's not going to hurt anything. It's just painful when you
right.
take the pad off. So it's good to shave the skin.
A little bit of hair is okay, but it's going to pull off.
Yeah, and it doesn't make as good a contact, so it can be more uncomfortable.
Sure.
Do not apply over any area where there's a cancerous lesion. You know, that's a potential problem there as well. Do not apply stimulation over a bath or when you're taking a bath or a shower.
All right.
Any water.
Yeah, you don't take this into the water. I mean, it needs to be said, Brad, because some people think that it might be waterproof, and it'll give you a good electrical stim if you do that.
And this is a good one. Do not apply stimulation while you're sleeping. You definitely don't want to do that.
That's a lot of people are going to ask that, Brad.
That's for sure.
It's a good question because they're having pain at night and they probably want to try to fall asleep with it on, and we don't want that.
Do not apply stimulation while you're driving, operating equipment. If you're at work, all those could be cause potential problems. Consult again with your physician when using this device. It may cause lethal rhythm disturbances to the heart in suspectable individuals. So if you have heart problems already, I've never used it with anybody with heart conditions where it's a problem.
Well, definitely a pacemaker.
Yes.
You definitely
Mhm.
don't want to apply it to any type of uh, cardiac monitor or pacemaker system.
Right.
So, all right, should I jump in, Brad?
Sure.
So these are precautions. They're not as serious as warnings, but it's not really effective generally for like headaches. And they definitely don't want you putting one on each side of your head, a pad. It's they say it has no curative value. I disagree with that a little bit. If the by using the TENS unit allows you to start moving, it may allow the thing to your pain to start to heal
Sure.
quicker.
Right.
So
As a result of the
the
extra
movement,
movement.
right?
Mhm.
It's a lot of these are just not even good to even mention. The safety of electrical stimulation during pregnancy has not been established, so you don't want to. I really wouldn't want to do it if you're pregnant. We just always say stay away from that.
Yeah.
If you are, we mentioned the skin irritation that already has been brought up. If you do have heart disease, you want to make sure your physician is aware. If you have suspected or diagnosed epilepsy, you
Sure.
want to make sure that you follow
Right.
the suggestions by your physicians. If you tend to bleed internally, such as following an injury or fracture, you won't want to go ahead and provide this on. Um, Consult with your physician if you want to use this after a surgery because it might actually interfere with the surgery results. So keep this device out of the reach of children. You don't want to use it on skin that lacks sensation, unless you have someone that knows what they're doing
Right.
with
Right.
you. I think that's about it, Brad. Everything else we've kind of already stated. So I know again there was a dry video, but we want a lot of you, if you're thinking about purchasing a unit, we didn't want to have you to look things up. So we said it, and you can also read it in the attached handout.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks.